Hello, Libra. Thank you very much for tuning in to this week's read. For the main part of the read, I'm using the Star Tarot by Kathy McLeland. The website at the top here is kathymcleland.com. Feel free to freeze frame and check that out if you'd like to. Supportive Oracle cards, Magical Spell Cards by Lucy Cavendish. Illustrated by Jessie Reish, and the website is hayhouse.com. There at the bottom. What do we have for Libra? No, yeah, I don't know. Things are a little bit out of order here for some reason. This is something about judgment going in your favor, but you've been working on it for a while. You've been working on it for quite a while is what I'm getting. The moment has been coming forward. You've been putting a lot of work into this. A lot of work. So I'm getting like the Six of Cups. Is it the Knight? Yep, the Knight of Swords and the Hermit card all coming in at once. I had to be very careful. I had to be very quiet. I had to be very careful and very quiet, and I was. I put a lot of effort into this. And it's funny because Libra is very good at communicating. But it's kind of like when I need to be quiet, I feel like I am. And in fact, people might not realize that I can be quiet when I need to. I don't know what that's about. But very good at playing it close to your chest when you need to. I feel like I feel like people have been watching, and maybe they thought they were getting the better of you. Yeah, you got the Page of Pentacles again. Well, no, you didn't have the Page. You have the Hermit card, but you got Judgment in your favor. You've been very careful. Maybe other people thought they were getting the better of you, but you didn't let that hold you down. Maybe they even underestimated you. I feel like that makes it easier. When people underestimate, it's easier to get what you need out of situations. These two cards, the Strength card and the True Love Come to Me, I feel like this is about to come into play because I feel like things are starting to go where you need them to go, but it's like I have to be careful, I gotta be quiet, I gotta play it as unassuming as I can. I gotta keep attention away from me. In fact, as it's going your way, people think you don't know what's going on. But you do. You definitely do. It's like I gotta keep it to myself. I gotta be very careful. I gotta act like I'm oblivious to it. And I feel like one of the ways you can kind of throw people off is that you do communicate when you need to, when you want to, and you may be communicating a lot, but you're communicating about other things. And you're letting people think what they need to think. I feel like I don't really care for it, though, because it's like people are underestimating your intelligence, and I don't really like that. But at the same time, I'm like, for right now, I'll let it play out. For right now, I need it to work where I need it to work. To get what I need out of the situation, I'll do it. And your option is, your moment is coming. The Tower is coming forward, but you totally see it. For you, the Tower is like, I didn't expect the opportunity to show up this soon. I feel like you see the Tower, though. You see it. It's kind of like you may not have the longest notice about it. You know, maybe like, oh, I got like 20 to 15 minutes here before it comes down. But I know enough. I have enough time to get done what I need to get done. Other people are going to be completely unassuming. Judgment definitely in your favor with this Tower. Are you, like, what, there's more to it. Like, what is your role in the Tower? Letting go. And strength. You're letting it happen. Oh, you're letting it happen. You're letting the Tower happen. It needs to happen. this may sound harsh, but again, judgment is going in your favor. It has like 15-20 minutes before it falls. I could say something, but they could possibly avoid it from falling. But I'm like, but this tower is the problem. The tower needs to fall. And I know that, and it's harsh, but I feel like I'm just stepping back. If people don't think I know what I'm talking about anyway, so I'll just step out. It needs to fall. It's kind of like this tower is the central part of the problem. It may seem harsh, but it needs to fall. And I feel like you're understanding that. People don't like it when it falls, because it exposes a lot. It's kind of like the tower falls and you can see everything that was wrong with it. And when you can see everything that was wrong with it, you realize that over there is built the same way, that over there is built the same way, that back there is built the same way. That's why people don't like it. And that's why it needed to fall, because it exposes what was wrong. When the tower falls, it exposes what was wrong. And it also like, but wait a minute, that over there, that over there, that over there, they're all the same. They all are built the same way. In which your point is, which the reason you needed it to fall is kind of like, yeah, they are. So they're all rickety. They all need to come down. They all need to be fixed. They all need to be rebuilt, is basically what needs to happen. Because it's a foundational problem. People are really upset about it, because they're realizing if they want things to continue, if they want things to continue going better, this is their notice to start rebuilding now one by one. Stabilize things where they can, but all these other structures, it's a matter of time. And I feel like that was also your point. You can only save it so many times before it's coming down either way. And when this one came down and exposed all that, people see that now. So we have to stabilize the other three, get this fourth one rebuilt from the structure, the bottom part of the structure, because it's like looking at it like, oh, the foundation was wrong. You can only stabilize it for so long, and it's gonna rip the whole thing apart. So we have to like maybe even move where this is. They don't like it. I don't think when this falls, again, you knew. And I feel like you're looking at this like, okay, now we have a possibility to have real success here. We could have real success. If people are on board, we could have real success here. Are we going to get on board? It's making me uncomfortable to think that we have to kind of still negotiate it out, but at the same time, that's where the possibility lies. So maybe it's just, I don't know. I feel like I'm uncomfortable that, people are realizing it's wrong, but then they're not realizing that they need to be on the same page to fix it. Stress. People have to let go of what they like. People have to let go of what they're comfortable with. The piece with the Empress here, I feel like the most unlikeliest of allies will step forward. That person is going to reform it. And I feel like this used to be a person who was completely against the rebuild. They were completely against taking these towers down, maybe even moving them and rebuilding them with a different base structure. I feel like they were very against it before. But with the proof so strongly in front of them, and they don't want to lose everything without... I feel like they're looking at it like, I can either get on board and start doing the necessary corrections, or I can just wait to lose everything. And they're not here for that. They're like, I'm not going to lose everything. So I have to dismantle things that I really was against. They didn't want to see it for what it was. It's very stressful for them, but they're feeling like the only way to actually have success is to break it down, move it, and rebuild it differently. There may be this might be an analogy for people. They might be like, well, we got to take certain people out of certain positions because they're clearly a problem. They didn't want to believe that. They didn't want to do that, but they're seeing like we have to move people around at the very least. I've seen this happen with companies I've worked for, and I didn't understand it at the time. Like, they didn't get rid of people, but they moved people around, and things improved. And then I realized now anyway, that those people were a problem, and for some reason they just didn't think they could get rid of them, or I don't know what that was about, but they took them out of positions of power, and they put them in other places to keep them from being a problem. I don't know why they didn't just get rid of them, but they didn't. Maybe it's about utilizing resources and time spent on people. As this is going forward, how does this person treat you? How does this person treat Libra? Oh, they're half and half. You do bring forth the truth, and they understand that they have to listen to you a little bit stronger. They have to get more communication with you, a little stronger communication. They don't seem to like it that you have they don't like it. This person is not very nice to you, is what I keep getting to. But they seem to listen better. They listen better, but they're still not a fan. Keep that in mind. They know that you know what's going on, though. They know they have to like listen to you a little closer. The best analogy I can think of is like it reminds me of like somebody who goes through a bitter divorce, but they have a couple kids in common that are younger. And they make the decision, well, for what happens with the kids, we don't get along, but we need to look out for the kids correctly. We need to make sure the kids are taken care of and looked out, and that the kids don't feel any of this tension. So it's almost like two smart, intelligent people going, okay, we're going to do what's best for them. We don't really care for each other, but we're going to listen to each other and work with each other where we have to. That's kind of what I'm feeling from this. We will where we have to. Do we like to? No. But will we? Yes. When it comes to this subject. But it's kind of a begrudgingly, I'll do it because it's the right thing to do type thing. That type of thing. Begrudgingly. What is this for Libra? Because I see this. Ace of Fire, Ace of Wands, and the Tower card. The Tower card comes in again. Alright, so I just explained, like, begrudgingly working together or dealing with each other. Just because they'll work with you because they have to, doesn't mean you have to accept that. The Tower's coming in again with the Ace of Wands. You might not stay much longer after this. There might be a change coming up for you. The advice here is to take that change. You don't have to, clearly. I feel like that's obvious. But the Tower comes up for you later as an ally. An unexpected change you can take. Ace of Wands and the Tower together, you seem to be in control of like whether you're going to take this moment or not. If you leave, that's going to be another Tower for whoever you're leaving behind. I wouldn't feel bad about it because they don't really want to work with you anyway. I feel like the reason the Isis card is Isis inspiration, I feel like why that's coming in is saying this is what's best for you. You don't have to clean up this mess. If they're just listening to you because they feel like they have to, maybe they need somebody else. Something better might show up for you. So don't feel bad when you get another opportunity. If you want that opportunity, I would take it. That's a very interesting ending. Alright, I'm going to shut this down here. I hope that helps. Thank you for watching. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James, the number 4, astral@gmail.com. If you're interested in the donation information, that's below. Same email. Thanks again for watching, and have a great day.